It did fail the Senate and then passed again the next day, as I recall.
Right.
I think this is a difficult issue, right? But I think it's critically important that we pass this legislation, and I think the bill number is 218, Senate Bill 218.
Right.
Okay.
4 years later, we're finding that the market is not exactly taking care of this problem the way that we expected. And the burden on the Oregon Liquor Control Commission in processing licenses is high. It's a complicated process to determine which production facilities are actually ready to go into production and be real businesses. And there is some speculation in the market about how these licenses will be issued, whether they will be issued, and who they will go to. And the bottom line, colleagues, is there are just too many right now. And because this is a brand new industry that we are trying to stand up, and we are trying to learn and adaptively manage as we go along, we very much need to react when we see things going wrong in our regulatory regime. I want to commend all of the folks that took a hard look at this bill, including the chair of the House Economic Development Committee and the co-chair who's carrying the bill today, to come up with the compromise bill that we have and state that this is a good compromise. One further thing in terms of legislative history. The bill talks about land use compatibility statements, which are those confirmances that are given from a local government to say that when a production facility is proposed in a local jurisdiction, that it is appropriate under existing zoning. And it's appropriate for us to focus on that for those facilities that require luxes. For those facilities that never required luxes under any of the other cannabis statutes that we enacted, this provision simply doesn't apply and doesn't override those. So if you, for some reason, were in a status where you didn't require a lux under any other statute in the beginning, you won't require one now. And once again, colleagues, this is a very well thought out bill, subject to some amendments from thoughtful people, and I would urge your aye vote. Thank you.
We don't do this for Hermiston watermelons. We don't do this for cattle. We don't do this for any other market. Why would we do it for this? If we have an oversupply, which we obviously do, and if the more we restrict the legal market, the more prominent the black market becomes. Why don't we put some resources in law enforcement and deal with the black market and take the black market cannabis off the streets, and then the people that are doing it legally will have a better market. We're punishing the people that want to obey the law, and we're turning our back on the people that want to break the law, and we're coddling an industry that we should not do. I'm opposed to this bill. Thank you.